And Jeremy, let's just start with these Gaza ceasefire talks. Donald Trump suggesting that he said to the Israeli Prime Minister, we have to be good to Gaza. I mean, I'm not sure what people are taking from that. Is there a change in the US position? Of course, they are still involved in mediating these talks. What's the sense, as we understand it, behind the scenes? Should we feel optimistic, or is this Groundhog Day?
Well, what's clear is that there are still ongoing negotiations, ongoing conversations about a potential ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. And that in and of itself is at least a somewhat positive signal after we, heard Hamas's top negotiator, Khalil al-Hayya, rejecting the latest Israeli proposal just over a week ago now. But the fact that they are still talking indicates that there is at least a possibility and certainly a willingness on behalf of the parties to continue engaging in talks to try and reach an agreement. Whether or not that means that they are any closer to doing so is another question altogether. We know that a Hamas delegation was in Egypt and left Cairo late Saturday. There has been, an offer for the Israelis to engage further with Egyptian officials. We also understand that one of the proposals on the table, beyond these kind of limited deals that we have been looking at for, 10 hostages or so in exchange for a 50-day truce between Israel and Hamas, are more comprehensive agreements, including, for example, a proposal for a 5-year truce in exchange for the release of all of the hostages and in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners as well. But a senior Israeli official in Israeli media is quoted as saying that there is, quote, no chance that Israel will agree to a 5-year ceasefire. And that has prompted quite an angry reaction from the Hostages Forum, which says that kind of a comment proves that the Israeli government has, quote, no plan for securing the release of the hostages, and that they are focused, it seems, on saying what Israel will not do is not willing to do to secure the release of the hostages, and less on presenting a plan for the way to actually achieve that. Now, as these negotiations continue to languish, we know that there are 59 hostages, as many as 24 still believed to be alive, being held inside the Gaza Strip, and humanitarian conditions there are quickly degrading. This Friday will be the 2-month mark since Israel has not allowed any food, any water, any aid into Gaza whatsoever, the longest siege that it has ever carried out on the Gaza Strip. And as we are seeing that the warehouses of humanitarian aid organizations inside of Gaza have now emptied out, and we are just weeks away from the Strip running out of food altogether, according to humanitarian aid officials, with no real plan right now for aid to get in for Israel to lift this blockade. Becky?